Hi there folks, it's Rappers here. It's Saturday morning, September the 14th, and I'm once again in the hills above Reeth in Yorkshire. I was here a few weeks ago on my way to the Reeth 3-day trial, but I'm here again for another Richmond MC event, which is the Mintex Youth Time and Observation Trial. It'll be starting from a field just above Hurst and Washfold, which older persons will know was a famous section in the Scott trial. So, as I say, it's a time and observation trial. It's effectively a youth Scott trial. So I've been appointed ACU steward for the event, National ACU steward for the event, which is the reason I'm here on a Saturday morning, and I will be there very soon when I get there. When I'm there, when I arrive, we'll take a few videos. I'll send them to Phil. He'll edit it all together and we'll see what we can turn out. I'm quite interested about going to this event. I have been steward there some years ago, well before COVID, and but these days I'm very out of touch with the youth trial scene, which I perhaps shouldn't be, but I am. I won't know very many riders, if any at all, and I certainly won't know many parents, so I'll try and look at it from a bit of a different angle and renew my knowledge about the youth side of the sport. It should be an interesting day. Tell you what is interesting at the moment, it's been very, very wet here the last few days, and the Becks streams, rivers, whatever you want to call them, are in full flow. So it'll be interesting to see how the young riders cope with this. Speak again very soon. I'm with Matt Maynard now, clerk of the course for the Mintex Time and Observation Trial, which is for youths. Mini Scott trial really for the youngsters. Just A and B class riders, 2 laps, 20 sections. How far round is it, Matt?
So today we've got 2 laps, 20 miles, so in total 40 miles for the day for the youth.
How tough do you think it'll be for them? Because coming across this morning, the becks and streams look very wet and full of water. Is that the same here at the moment?
To be honest, it's rained through the night, but thankfully up here we're lucky the water goes up and down fairly quick, so it'll come up during the night. But the lads have been out this morning from about 7 o'clock and they're assuring me that the becks aren't up and everything. They've come up a little bit because we've had such a dry summer, but nothing to worry about.
So how long do you think it'll take for the lads and there's a few girls riding, to go round?
I would aim standard time around 3.5 hours. I would like to say that's where we'll be at. There'll be some that are probably out there for 5.5 hours, but I would say standard time will be between 3.5 hours is what I'm aiming for. Okay, that sounds good. I'll see you later on, and I'll go off to the start now and catch some of the riders as they leave. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for that, Matt. Hopefully we won't be needing these people, but that's how well organised the Richmond Club are. When you're looking after best part of 70 youngsters riding around the Yorkshire Dales, you can't be too careful. So well done to these people, and let's hope we don't use them. We're just coming up to 9:30 start time for 65 riders. Here's the final entry number who'll be taking part. There's parents here, Richmond officials, riders starting at 30-second intervals. For those that perhaps are not quite aware in the UK that there are such things as time and observation trials, this is an event where riders not only lose marks in the sections, they also lose marks for time. Now the fastest rider around the 2 laps of 20 miles and 60 sections sets standard time. for every minute, or it may be 2 minutes after the fastest time, they lose extra marks. I'm not quite sure without looking at the regs exactly what the requirements are, but it's normally for the Scott trial, for every 2 minutes over standard time you lose an extra mark. So we're just coming up to 9:30. We don't seem to have a number one. There, number two set off for the first of 2 laps. Number 7 here is Elliot Tennant from Gisborough, and he'll be followed by Jensen Fox from Elliot Tennant's from Richmond. It's number 8, Jensen Fox from Gisborough. Riders are now queuing up, and it won't be much longer than half an hour before everybody has gone. Lots of anxious parents around wondering how their offspring are going to perform. There's no doubt about it, the Yorkshire Moors can be a bit of a test, but it's a great way of installing in your youngsters a sense of challenge, and glad to see so many riders taking part. I've reached the first petrol check now. They've only had 2 riders come through. This is number 5 and number 6. Everything all right? Easy so far, is it?
My hands have locked though.
Are they?
Yeah.
Stretch them out on your bars. Like that. You're only about 4 fights going through, so you're not doing too bad. Yeah, you're doing well. Keep it going.
Yeah, and there wasn't a number 1. There's 3 riders coming in now, 27, 17 and 18.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
There's a real good team here filling them up.
There you go. Good luck.
A quick fill up and
No, I lost it. All right, no bother.
they're away. This lad's well up on time, number 44. There's only been about 7 riders through, so he's doing well. The time is not everything, speed is not everything. The riders will have done 10 sections to here. We got number 35 and number 40 being refueled by the refueling team. Of course, they'll all be back here again on another lap, so they're probably another hour and a half and they'll be back here again. Yeah, the riders are coming in thick and fast now. Number 20 and then 2 more, 33 and 16. Right, I'm off to go and find some sections now. I'm on section 11 now, stood way above it because it's exceedingly steep to get down to it, and once I'm in there I don't want to have struggled to get out, so I'm just standing at the top. But not only have I got section 11, there's a couple more further up the back. As you can see, this is a series of steps. There's a fair amount of water coming down the section. Number 57, he's well up on time. I do have a programme, but looking at the programme to find out who's who. Looking at the programme to find out who's who tests my ingenuity to take videos as well as keep an eye on what's happening. This of course is a non-stop trial. So that was 31. The observer down there is looking fairly chilly. Whilst it's a nice bright day, there's a very cold wind. In fact, the weather has changed significantly in the last day or two. Right, I've got to move on to the next section now. I'm at section 12 now. This is quite rideable, very sensible. Bit of a nasty step here. As I said, quite a nasty step. And that's one of our lady riders. That's Holly Dixon. Of course, there's nothing to stop riders from entering the section when there's somebody already in the section. This rider missed the markings there, so he'll have got a 5 no matter what happens now. That was a brave attempt to go up there and get past this rider that was balking him. Number 65 that was. And number 19 there is one of the few that's riding an electric TM. This event is a really steep learning curve for many of these riders. Some will have done it before, but a lot of them it'll be a first time effort. In theory that will be a 5 because it's a non-stop trial. I wonder if the lad realises. 5 anyway now. In many respects, it's better to actually wait until the section is clear if you think you're riding well enough to do it. This is Ryan Proctor, one of the few riders I actually know. He comes from over my part of the world. These observer books that the observer is using are the same ones that that are used in the main Scott trial. They're a waterproof paper, and the observer just has to write the rider's number down and then write the score against one of the columns: 0, 1, 2, 3 or 5. Nice ride by that youngster. Now this is number 2, he's well behind. He was the rider that I photographed at the start this morning, and I think he's just finding it all a bit too much. He asked for a 5 here. In theory you're not supposed to ask for a 5, but being realistic, it's a case of doing the best you can. I think it's unlikely that he'll complete 2 laps. But he's here doing it, which is the main thing. It's all one of the good sitting at home and saying, oh yeah, I wish I'd done the Mintex, but he's here doing it, as are all the others. This lad has had an engine problem. I believe the plug's blown out of the cylinder head, which seems... Now, for anybody who's watched 2 Wheels Off-Road, the video from the Re 3-day trial back in July, might well remember that this section at Goats featured prominently on that video. Well, I'm back here, and I've got to be honest, it's looking a lot harder, a lot more difficult than it was in July. John Fraser, the observer here, who organises the observers for the Scott trial, and is a long time Richmond official, tells me that 40 riders have been through. So at the moment, I guess I've missed the bulk of the entry. That is a problem, of course, when it's a time and observation trial, that you can only you've got to try and go at the speed of the riders going round. So I'm not unlikely to be able to see too many sections, but I think I'll stay here for lap 2 because it looks pretty difficult, and also there's some sections further down the stream that I can video. This is the realistics of time and observation trials in Yorkshire. It's one long slog. These are the lads that are collecting the observers' books. There's 4 of them. The observers' books go back to the start and finish, where somebody starts working out the results, ready for presentation later on. Important job. Somebody's got to do it, but there's no shortage of lads who want to do it. And have a ride of the section whilst you're doing it.
They get drawn into the bottom.
Yeah.
And then they can't get round that corner.
Right, here we are. First rider through on the second lap. This is number 11. What a good ride. He knows what he's doing. Although I wasn't here on the first lap, they told me that he was well in advance of everybody else. Next thing to do is to find out who the heck it is. Checking my list of riders. It is, or it was, Beau Magnall from Bury. So, is that a name for the part for the future? I've just filmed the entry list so that if there's a rider that you see on the video and you see the number and you'd like to know who it is, if you jump to this part of the video, there's the programme. This is a local lad, George Hurd from Arkengarthdale, but it's been quite some time since number 11 came through. Probably 10 minutes. This is the end of the section there with that red flag and that pair of blue flags, but then the course, the pink flags, goes down the hill to take them to a river section at the bottom. But that's I'm told that's quite a long walk, so I shall give that one a miss and head off to somewhere else before get back to the finish. Riders are beginning to come through a bit more frequently now. I think John Fraser, the Observer, told me that he had 52 riders through on the first lap. Be interesting to see how many come through this time. This guy's lost his front mudguard. No doubt Dad will have to organise another one in the week. Good ride, did well to get out of that. This is young Alfie Drachenberg, 13 years old. I can tell you that he's the 14th rider through this section on the second lap. Just got himself stuck there on a rock. How are you finding it?
You what?
How are you finding it?
Yeah, tough.
Bring your front wheel back this way and come out here. Well done. This is a real demonstration of what the Scott Trial is all about. Well, the Mintex trial, of course, is not the Scott Trial, it's the Mintex. Well done. Yes, must get it right. It's the Mintex, it's not the Scott. It's a real problem just getting out of this section because the ends is at an angle, so you've got to get yourself past that pointed rock to claim that you're out of the section. Although you probably can't see it at the moment, it has just started to rain a little bit, not enough to cause a problem here at the moment. Riders are beginning to come through in dribs and drabs. There's no great rush at the moment. I don't think there's going to be any real big hold-ups here. And of course all these youngsters are quite tired. Most of them will still be at school. Presumably most of them will be relying on natural fitness and youth. I don't suppose many of them will be going to gyms or anything like that. Now he's taken a different line, slightly higher line as you come through the section on the left as they ride it, and that is definitely much easier. But it's identifying that line when you get at the bottom and managing to get onto it. The rain is now definitely coming down. This is not a section, this is just part of the course, just to indicate the type of going that the lads do. This is one of the travelling marshals who just keeps an eye on it. It's Tom Middleton.
Right.
Yeah. Just adding to my video collection. This is section 25. There's been a
Well done. Thank you for Kevin.
he cleaned it.
Keep going, you're nearly finished.
Yeah, this is section 25. I've been stood here for quite a long while, right at the end of the entry, talking to the observer. She's had 47 through, so there can't be many more to come. Maybe that's not number 47, that's 47 riders, so there can only be a few more to come. But having walked down here, I thought I'd better get a bit of film. Got another rider appearing now. Definitely stragglers. I don't think you can see him through the bracken and ferns, but he'll be here in a moment.
34.
Yeah, 34. At this stage of the trial, I bet he's pleased to have a clean. That's the finish. 60 sections, 40 miles. Young lad. Right at the back of the entry now, but hey, he's finished. What more can you say? The fastest finisher was George Hurd, number 69, in 2 hours 46 minutes, maybe just under 2 hours 45. So it means that everybody who's finished within 2.5 hours of that time, which is 5 hours 15, is classed as a finisher, but they get a mark of minute. Congratulations to George Hurd for being fastest on time. That sounds pretty good to me, 2 hours 45. When Matt Main asked the class at Oxford this morning, he thought it would be around 3 hours or just after 3 hours. Another rider coming up the field. Not sure who it is. It might be, well, it's number 34.
How was it, Will?
Oh, what happened? I fell off and hit my face in the side.
Not on our journey yet, so I don't think it's
Huh?
tonight. I'm on a journey home.
Oh. Well, where to? You're journeying home to where? Teignmouth. I come from Crediton.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. A long while ago now, but yeah, that's where I lived. Yeah, it's a long journey to come up here for this, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you did yesterday.
Yeah, I bet it did. Anyway, glad to see you. Come again. How many flags does it take to mark out? 30 sections and 20 miles of course. Quite a few.
Oh yeah, WC Stones and Son. Time 11, observation 26, total 37. Also a tyre from Michelin, PDM bag of goodies. Goes to Billy Reeves.
Third place to Billy Reeves.
Second position, Barry Robinson Trophy, now sponsored by James Langstaff Builders. Also with a Michelin tyre, PDM buddy bag. Interest in this. 26 again an observation. 10 on time. Max Carolla. Total 36. Mintex trophy, standard time also, 0 on time, yet again 26 on observation, total 26, Michelin tyre, PDM goodie bag and a Mintex trophy award, sponsored by Richmond Motor Club. George Hurd.
Has anyone lost any rabbits? Has anyone seen a bag?
Right, first, second and third. George Hurd in the middle. Max Carolla on the right. And Billy Reeves on the left. At the end of a excellent, well presented, well organised Richmond Motor Club Mintex Trophy Trial. Hi there, it's Rappers here again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the action from the Richmond Club's Mintex Youth Time and Observation Trial. It seems to have been quite a long day, but it's been a great event. Very well organised, brilliantly organised in fact, and the riders and parents all seem to find it a most enjoyable experience. I'll tell you the one thing that does impress me as much as anything is the resilience of the riders. Bearing in mind that they're all young men and few young women in Youth A and Youth B classes of the sport. The resilience of them in tackling really quite a difficult event. I don't think the terrain was particularly arduous from what I saw, and you can judge by looking at the riders as you see them come through the sections that they're not totally exhausted, which is a good thing. It's not a question of making it so difficult that nobody wants to return. But everybody has said what a good trial it was, how much they've enjoyed it, that it was tough. There's no two ways about it. It's been a tough trial. The winner was a local lad called George Hurd. In second place was a guy called Max Garola, and in third was Bill Reeves. The scores were relatively low, and George, the winner, not only was best on observation, but he was fastest round the course in about 2 hours 46 minutes, something like that. I haven't got the full results yet, but it was all told an excellent experience. I'm very pleased that Two Wheels Off-Road, this channel, Phil's channel, which I do a bit of filming for, has now tackled a youth event. I think it's important that we show the sport in all aspects of trials. So before I switch off, do please remember, I can't, oh crikey, here we go. Life is too short not to watch Two Wheels Off-Road. And please subscribe, it helps the channel, and there's a lot more planned for the winter. I know Phil's got some good ideas, and I've got something up my sleeve which I'm planning to announce very soon. Thanks for watching, do enjoy it. Life is too short not to watch Two Wheels Off-Road.